Ciao belli! These are me and Matt, and welcome to the channel where everything is gluten-free and authentically Italian. Today we're going to propose you one of the recipes we love the most, pasta alla Gricia, obviously in a gluten-free version. Easy peasy recipe because you only need 3 main ingredients such as pecorino cheese, guanciale and spaghetti. But we assure you that the result is going to be amazing. But before we start, I'd like to tell you the story of this great pasta version. Its origin dates back to 1800, probably from the custom that shepherds had to bring with them some food such as lard, dry pasta, pepper and pecorino cheese that represent the main source of nourishment during the long day between the pastors. But in Rome, with the term gricio, we refer to whom was the seller of bread or other groceries, and with the term gricium, we refer to the great duster that the so-called master of white art wore so as not to get dirty with flowers. But now let's get started. But first, I'd like to tell you that you will find ingredients for 4 people recipe at the end of the video. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. First of all, cut the guanciale in 2 big slices. Clean it by removing the skin and dice it in small pieces. For our gricia, we have selected a guanciale from Norcia, which is an Italian small town in Umbria, and I assure you that the best guanciale comes from here. Normally, guanciale does not contain any gluten, but is always recommended to read the label or ask your trusted butcher, as the risk comes from the contamination and additives that are added during salting. Please be careful between guanciale and traditional bacon. First, because we are talking about 2 different cuts. Guanciale is obtained from the cheek of the pork, while the bacon from its belly. It has a harder texture, making the flavor stronger, and it is a tasty product because it is processed externally with salt and pepper, and it foresees a 9-month maturation. For the pasta, we have selected Rummo gluten-free spaghetti number 3. I love their gluten-free version, as they are very similar to the durum wheat semolina in texture and flavor. Rather than the other corn spaghetti, they are made adding brown rice. For this reason, they have a more porous texture and don't escape from the fork. And one of the most important things is that they hold the seasoning better, which is so important for recipes that include sauces. They cook in 10 minutes and I absolutely recommend to try them. A must is to open them in the Italian way. Start boiling the water and in the meanwhile, let's start cooking guanciale. Pour 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil into a pan. Add guanciale and cook over low heat. Stir it frequently so that the fat helps cooking and prevent the guanciale from burning. When it has reached a golden appearance, then you can turn off the fire. Add the salt when the water starts to boil. I'll give you a suggestion. Please remember to add salt after boiling. This will help the water to boil faster, and also because the movement of the bubbles upwards causes the salt not to settle on the bottom and thus avoid corrosion condition of your pan. Now, put the spaghetti in the boiling water and let them cook for about 8 minutes, if you like them al dente. When there are 2 minutes left, put some pasta water in the pan with guanciale. This because the starch in the water will help to avoid too dry spaghetti. When spaghetti are ready, drain them into the pan with the guanciale. Raise the heat and stir the spaghetti until the water is completely absorbed. We are now ready to serve it, but final step is to add pecorino cheese and ground pepper. Gricia is one of the Italian masterpieces, appreciated above all by those who love strong flavors. We have in fact guanciale, pecorino cheese, and pepper as main ingredients. It's a quick first course to be enjoyed in any occasion. Also suitable for those who do not like to waste too much time in cooking or for beginners.